Are we ready?
Yes.
Aye,
We are ready.
aye, Captain. Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Noah's mom does.
Absorbent and yellow and porous is he?
Noah's mom is.
Welcome back to the Hooligan Hangout, everybody. Your mom's favorite place to be. This is episode number 15 of the podcast. We got our co-host. I'm Noah. We got Edward.
When do you kick a midget in the balls? When he's standing next to your girlfriend saying your hair smells nice.
Then we got Auntie.
It takes a lot of balls to play golf the way I do.
So you suck?
I do.
No,
We're going to get into our first game of the evening. We're going to do Critics Are Crap, where we pick out a movie and we read the reviews, and we each have to guess what that movie is based on their shitty or good reviews. So first up, we're going to start out with Edward.
I don't know who A. Edward is, but... All right. There's nothing at all wrong with this movie. I just wish there were more that's right.
Huh?
Okay.
What
That's
kind of
weird. Another
critic?
one. You got to
Another one.
do two reviews.
Gets the characters where they need to go, but it doesn't develop their struggles to a satisfactory level.
That's a lot of movies. A lot of movies do that.
This one's from you, Tony. Big Tony says, I can't figure out why anybody would want to waste 127 minutes sitting through this thing.
2 hours and 7-minute long movie. 2 hour and 7-minute long movie. 2 hour and 7-minute long movie. It's The Karate Kid.
The Karate Kid.
I just said it. Oh, okay.
Was it actually, though?
I think so. That's pretty good. That's why I was like, oh.
The lightning that struck for so many of this summer's sequels fails to ignite blank. The franchise remains a tolerable proposition, tolerably well executed.
I didn't understand what you said. You turned into a robot.
You went robot.
The lightning that struck for so many of this summer's sequels fails to ignite Spider-Man 2. Why did I...
Is this Spider-Man 2?
Is it
all right? New movie it is.
Cringe, bro. Cringe.
Well, while we wait, Noah, do you want to go?
No, Anthony, you go.
What? So unexpected.
I'm just kidding. But
okay.
Girl.
So I feel like my first review is going to give it away really easily.
That's fine.
But I don't think it's the type of
you
movie.
Can't give it away more than what I did.
Yeah, that is true. But I'm reading this because I don't think y'all will get it. I think other people will. But one of the highest grossing movies of all time, this enthralling saga is often considered a guilty pleasure in certain serious movie lover circles, despite its 11 Oscars.
Titanic.
Avatar.
Anyways, next movie.
Is it Titanic?
Wait, but why'd you say franchise if it's just one movie?
I said saga.
Yeah, he's.
Why'd you say saga if it's one movie?
I don't know. That's what critic says. That's
why I didn't think of that. That's how come I went straight for like Avengers.
I went big brain.
A lot of people would have gotten that easily. I just didn't think y'all would have because I don't know.
I went big brain when you said highest grossing movies.
Dang. All right. Well, let me do another one too.
No, that's it.
All right,
that's yours.
Okay.
I got my second movie.
You didn't flop like Edward, so it's okay.
I hate my life.
All right, Eduardo.
It ultimately fails because it lacks sufficient satire or an edge.
Spider-Man 3.
No.
If it was, that'd be funny. I don't know.
Next review.
A one-joke movie stretched to the limit.
One joke movie.
Ooh, this is a good one. It gives a really good hint. All right.
Okay.
Can you inflate a gimmick-driven comedy skit into a full-fledged feature film up to a point?
A comedy skit into a full film.
Up to a point.
Up to a point.
I don't know, man. We need another review.
What's so funny? 0 out of 4. Oh my god.
Someone put 0 out of 4. What's so funny about this film?
Blank falls flat about as often as it turns funny and displays more can't pronounce that word than style. Amiability is what it is. Sorry.
I don't know. I'm getting nothing out of this.
Yeah, I'm getting nothing out of these. Besides, like,
it should have remained a skit on SNL.
My brain is vibing right now. It's trying to figure it out.
The film itself is like a cinematic equivalent of a clothesline with a steady stream of skits and gags hung out to dry.
Is it Good Burger?
No.
Oh.
Mac Rubber.
Oh, is it that one?
No.
Oh, that was a good guess. That's what I was like, I was like,
Let's see if the audience is better ones.
MacGruber!
The movie has some good comedians in it, but oh boy, does it just plain suck. This is an SNL skit that should have stayed on the show when it was good in the 90s.
Bro, what skit was made into a movie?
The jokes were okay, but it didn't have the satire it needed.
What skit was made into a movie?
This is bugging me because I feel like I should get it.
Cool move, lol, love it. 0.5 star rating.
It's taking too long. You got to amp it up, brother.
It's a comedy, science fiction, and fantasy. It's directed by Steve Barron.
What the heck is going on? I don't know.
It came out in theaters in 1993. But it's like a classic that I think y'all have watched before. Should have watched before.
But it sounds so crappy.
Let me see if there's more stuff.
MacGruber!
Hey, that's what I keep thinking. Is it Coneheads?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that crummy
Coneheads.
movie. Ew.
Stinky.
I remember loving that movie as like really young kid though.
Coneheads. Cringe.
I didn't know that was an SNL skit
JK.
before.
I forgot it was too until you said it, and I was like, oh wait, that was. All right. I guess we'll just move on. Anthony gets the point for that one.
Cannot believe I said Spider-Man 2 out loud.
You said it so casually too. First review on my movie is quote not available.
Wow.
Oh, Uncharted.
No. Ooh, this one's they're all pretty like they don't say it what the movie is, but it's like very like hinted.
PP stink face.
I think I speak for all adults and kids when I say I can't wait for playtime.
Child's Play.
No. What?
Annabelle.
What?
I don't know.
Sausage Party.
Oh God. Let me see. This one's a good one. With instant classic written all over it. Oh my God, I almost said it.
Toy Story 3.
I was gonna say Toy Story, but I thought it was like
Toy Story.
Anthony said it.
But he didn't say it as a guess. He said I almost said it.
But he said it.
But Dad, he didn't guess it.
Do I do another one? That was cringe.
Yeah, do another one because you kind of gave it away.
God, we're both fucking up, Noah.
I was like,
I was reading that other review, and the first time I read it, I stuttered a lot because I was trying so hard not to say the movie at the end.
Bro,
and then whenever you're like, say it again, I was like, fine. And I read it clearly, and then I just completely forgot to censor the movie at the end.
Bro, but did you know Joss Whedon wrote it?
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh.
That crumb boy. Can't stand what he did to my baby.
What did he do to me?
What did you do to your baby?
What did he do to me?
You ruined Justice League.
It was already ruined.
He ruined it. I'm
not Justice League.
I got another good one. Yes. Yes. With the perfect blend of storytelling, animation, and music, this is one movie the whole family can enjoy.
Avatar, the not Airbender.
Space Jam.
No.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Blank may not have the class of Buzz Lightyear, but he's a lovable, great lunk, and you can do a lot worse this summer than see this. Trying to look for like a hinty one, a good old stinky one.
A hinty one.
Megamind.
Oh, that's a good guess.
The first Oscar for Best Animated Feature went to this, an absurd choice to those of us who believe that Pixar's Monsters, Inc. was that year's best toon flick. Still, this is nevertheless a snappy comedy. No, that manages to get to the entire genre.
I thought it was Shark Tales that
No.
got the first Oscar for.
No.
What?
A joke.
Oh, it was just because it got Best Animated Film that year, and everyone was mad because a bunch of other ones came out.
And it's
That's
not.
why I thought of Shark Tales.
A jokester to the other fairy tales out there, Blank will provide the moviegoers join in the quest for the funniest.
Shrek.
Is it Shrek? Oh,
yeah, it's Shrek.
I was gonna say Shrek. Maybe Edward.
I beat you to
it. So close.
Why did he compare him to Buzz Lightyear? What the hell?
Yeah,
I have no idea. I read that and I was like,
I hate you for that. I always think it, and then you say it before I do.
And then he got so mad.
I had to get you back for almost robbing Toy Story, I guess. You said it on accident. Fair. That's why I was like, hey, wait a minute.
We both had our floppy, cringy moments. Make sure you edit it very well. But, y'all know what time it is?
It's lunchtime. It's time for lunch.
No.
It's news time, mother. All right, this week in the news, we're going to start off with some more release dates, as we always do. First up, the Kingsman prequel titled The King's Man, still set to hit theaters September 18th, 2020. There's another September movie for y'all. Did y'all see the other two?
That one actually comes out. You realize that if it comes out in theaters, we have to go review that one that week because it's the first one we get to see in theaters, right?
I only saw one of them, the other ones, so I wouldn't know what's happening.
Our theaters still aren't open.
Oh, that's true. Our theaters aren't open.
Oh, you're right. Well, we got the drive-in here.
No, screw that.
There's a lot of stuff coming out in September, though.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all, podcast listeners, buckle up because September is going to be a wild ride. I can tell you that right now. Especially because season 3 is going to come out in the middle of September, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Monster Hunter movie just finished, and they're already done with production and post production. They're just waiting it out to release April 23rd, 2021.
Monster Hunter.
Live action Monster Hunter movie.
I'm not convinced that that's going to be a great movie.
I'm not either. They finished it pretty quickly.
That's what makes me not
I forgot.
convinced.
What was that again? Like, what is that movie? It's not registered.
It's based on the video game Monster Hunter.
You see, the thing that concerns me about all these delays and stuff is that I don't know if you guys noticed, but when like movies get delayed a lot and stuff, they tend to get more meddled with like over the course of time because they're like, oh, you know what? I don't really like this.
They have second thoughts.
But sometimes they can ruin movies doing that. It has a very high tendency of ruining movies by doing that. I give them too much time. So I'm kind of worried that might happen to some of these movies where like the original cut, if it would have came out on time, would have been amazing. But they had so much time to sit there. They're like, I'm going to just cut this instead and just make terrible decisions.
That just reminds me of The Quiet Place 2 because it was ready to go this summer and they pushed it back a whole year.
I trust John, though. I mean, Jim. I mean, John. I mean,
yeah, Edward, but that's different.
Jim.
Next up, Lord of BS. Disney just announced that Mulan is going to be released on Disney Plus, not for your subscription price, for an additional $30.
Huh?
What? You're lying.
No, you heard me
No,
right.
that's some BS.
You're
I'm
lying.
calling. Why would they do that?
That's not real.
I understand the video if it's like they do video on demand, but they legit said it's going to be on the streaming platform if you pay $30 for it.
That might actually be the stupidest shit I've ever heard about.
Yeah, that's really dumb.
It's an awful business tactic.
Well, I guess
That's like-
I'm not watching Mulan now. Like, shit, I'm not paying $30 for that movie.
I'm not either. We could have went to the theaters and paid $10.
That's like Netflix charging like 20. I mean,
Oh,
$30
by the way, guys,
for
we're gonna
Netflix
drop
already.
the last Stranger Things season, but it's a pay to win. You have to pay $50 for the season, and you have to pay an extra $50 if you want the last episode.
No, dude, you have to pay $5 every episode. Every episode leaves on a cliffhanger. There's also some Jurassic World Dominion news. Sam Neill, who played Alan Grant, and Laura Dern, who played Ellie Sattler, they just tweeted out this week that they started shooting their scenes for that movie.
Oh?
They're going nostalgia, I guess. It's probably going to flop like Star Wars. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong, my son.
They're probably going to do really good, but the movie itself's probably going to flop because I couldn't stand the ending of that second movie. I could not.
I can't stand you.
Anyways.
That's why I'm sitting down.
The live action Pinocchio they're talking to Tom Hanks to play Geppetto, whoever his name is, the shoemaker, the toy maker, the old man.
Really?
Tom Hanks is just getting older and older in his roles.
He is.
I mean,
Very
he's
sad.
an old person now.
No, but like legitimately, like every single role they're telling him to play an older and older man.
Right.
Except for
Well, 'cause he
the
is getting
neighborhood
older,
one. The neighborhood one.
Shut your mouth.
How
Shut
old
your
is
mouth
he?
right now.
How old is he?
He's
I'll
not
find
super
out.
old yet, I don't think.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is. What?
Is he?
Yeah. That man was your
He's-
childhood, but he's old.
He's 64.
Tom Hanks is 64.
That's not that old.
That's old, dog.
When you think about it, for how much he's done, it's old.
Yeah.
Anyways, they got a director for Captain Marvel 2, Nia DaCosta.
Nia
you ask that?
DaCosta.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
She's directing Captain Marvel 2.
That was the amount of people that actually cared.
I mean, I hope she does good taking on that movie. But I mean, I don't care about the movie.
How
Dang.
far do you think this next phase of Marvel movies is actually going to go?
After Guardians, not very far.
I'm only in it for Spider-Man.
Yeah, to be honest, podcast listeners, I don't even know if we're going to review Black Widow. I don't really care for it. If y'all want it, we'll do it, but I don't care for it.
I think we got to do it.
You think we got it? I'm just going to pretend I watched it.
Wow, you can't just shit on a movie that hasn't came out like that yet.
Wow, you're gonna act like me.
I didn't shit on it. I just said I'm not interested in it.
Yeah, and then you're just like spitting in his face. You're like, I'm not going to watch you.
Screw off.
I want to see what they do with Taskmaster. That's the only thing I'm interested in.
That is true. But if they mess it up, nah.
And David Harbour's character. He looks funny.
He does look funny. So yeah, Captain Marvel 2, the sequel nobody wanted. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But anyways,
You're not wrong. I don't think anyone asked for the first movie either.
It's just, I guess it's just when they did it too. Like, oh, right before Endgame. All right. Anyways, there's Bill and Ted 3 news because they just moved up the release date to August 28th.
Yo, did you see the trailer for that? Or like the little teaser thing that they were doing, like talking about the actors and stuff?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, so I'm just really excited for the movie.
If you want to talk about Keanu, then we can go to this next piece of news with his John Wick movie because John Wick 4 and 5 are apparently going to be shot back to back.
Oh, Avengers Endgame style.
Saves a lot of time for him.
Yeah, that frees him to play more tumbleweeds and more SpongeBob movies.
I know, right?
That's
Did
so
that movie
weird.
come out?
I think so. You want to review it?
No, please.
No, we're good. We'll leave that to the channels.
Said it came out in May.
Already? That can't be true.
Oh, it's not on Amazon.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. We're going to talk about Antebellum, which is set to release on video on demand September 18th. Another September movie.
I'm
The singer?
really excited for this one, but I just love horror movies.
You think it looks cool? I thought
They're
it
my
looked pretty cool.
favorite. Yeah, I thought it looked really cool.
Bro, it looks sick.
I think it's probably another movie we're going to review.
Is this... Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think it's crazy that all these September movies are coming out because they're not pushing them back. They're just like, nah, just do it.
All at once. Yeah.
Send it.
So
their fingers over the red button.
The one that is really similar to Get Out, or it looks that way at least.
It's made by the people who made Get Out and Us, produced by them or something. It looks trippy like Get Out though.
Yeah, I want to see it.
I want to see it too. But
you mean Kanye's documentary?
Yeezy, Yeezy's World. Did y'all ever watch the Animaniacs growing up?
Yeah.
No.
So there's a new Animaniacs show coming to Hulu November 20th.
Ooh.
That has just surfaced. And they're actually using the old animation style.
That's so sick.
They're not trying to pimp it out like all those other cartoon reboots like Scooby-Doo and crap.
Wait, what is the Animaniacs?
It's what I learned the countries and capitals of Spanish-speaking countries from.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
Those people. I was gonna say I don't know how to explain it. Amazon Prime's show Hunters has been renewed for a season 2.
What was that about?
I think it's about when they were hunting Nazis or something. I don't know. I didn't watch it.
The only thing I watch on there is
The Boys.
Jack Ryan and The Boys.
The two greatest shows. If they lose The Boys, they're literally nothing.
They still have Jack Ryan with John.
That's true. Let's see here. Rob Letterman is going to direct the Beyond Good and Evil movie adaptation, which is set to have a mix of live action and CGI elements similar to probably Pokemon. Pikachu.
I am Beyond Good and Evil. I am. That's
an old game. They're adapting to movie with freaking Piggy dude. His name is the Hog Boy. I've never played the game though, so I'm not going to know how to compare it.
I've never played the game either.
I found some really cool facts this week too about Tenet because I'm pretty hyped for Tenet coming up. They said Tenet only has 280 visual effect shots, which means there's a ton of practicality in it, which is crazy for the kind of movie it is.
Isn't it like a Matrix type movie?
Like an Inception type shit. It seems like.
Yeah.
Like for comparison, The Dark Knight had 500 visual effect shots.
Jeez.
And this one only has 280. They also said Nolan
that's
also.
Actually,
go ahead. Sorry.
The 200 shots actually isn't too much different. It depends on the lengths of the shot. Like you can have one 15-minute CG shot, and that'll.
Well, they even said that Tenet's visual effect shots, it's actually less than a lot of romantic comedies.
So is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because I feel like it could be both.
I think it's really cool because that Nolan does a lot of trippy shit, and if it's practical, then the effect must be really cool. Like how they did it in 1914, 1917. Is that what the movie's called?
What are you talking about?
The war movie, the World War I movie.
Yeah,
1917. Yeah. When they had that long shot of him running away from
through the explosions and stuff in the trenches and stuff.
And that was one full long shot. That shit was crazy. Regarding stuff like The Dark Knight, there's Snyder Cut news. They said that Darkseid is actually going to be fighting Ares in a quote unquote history lesson they're going to show off.
Ooh, that sounds pretty cool,
bro. I'm down for this. Action. I'm down to watch Ares get his face.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ares is gonna get his ass beaten before he gets kicked by Wonder Woman. And then this is a very special announcement because we're gonna be covering a lot of shit that's gonna be going on in the DC fandom in 2 weeks. Is that right?
It's a week. It's next weekend, dog.
Yeah, about next weekend. And
It's next Saturday.
News came out that there's going to be over 300 guests there.
It's crazy.
And you best believe we're talking about every single one of them.
Yeah, our podcast episode might be a little longer because of it. Not even going to lie.
It might get its own special podcast. Ooh.
Don't hold us to that, but yes, maybe. We're going to go right to the rumor mill because there's been a lot of speculation that Ryan Reynolds might be playing Hawkman in the Black Adam movie. But what's funny about it is he started trolling everyone on Twitter about it once they came out, which is classic Ryan Reynolds move. Let me find the tweet. Okay, he said
that's it. That's a tweet.
He straight up said, "I'm not playing Hawkman in Black Adam, although I generally do whatever the hell The Rock tells me to do. I would, however, love to be in Zack Snyder's Justice League movie, and I've heard I may already be in it as Green Lantern." Which then The Rock replied back to him, and he said, "You are playing Hawkman, and that's that. You're also Deadpool, Green Lantern. You're in the Zack Snyder Justice League movie, and you're also Kevin Hart's dad, like in real life, as per your blood test."
Bro, he would make a good Hawkman.
That's what I'm saying. He really would. I could already see him in the role. But I mean,
I would like him to come back as Green Lantern, though. I think he made a sick Hal Jordan.
No, I think he made one too. He was just stuck with shitty CGI.
No animated suits, dear God.
But what do you call it? Oh,
I don't know. What do you call it, Noah? Please explain. Elaborate.
The way he's trolling is so funny though, because it would be hilarious if the DC fandom was like, "Yeah, he's playing Hawkman."
What if they came out and like Ryan Reynolds is taking over for Superman?
No, fuck that. No, fuck that. I'm sorry, but no. Last rumor for the week: the Batman trilogy is said to have Clayface appear in it as well.
I've been wanting for a live action Clayface for so long, dude. He's such a sick Batman villain.
Since seeing him in like I think the closest we got, which wasn't live action, but like it was from Arkham City or like the Arkham games.
Mm-hmm.
He was pretty badass in those.
Done. But not the Harley Quinn version of Clayface.
Yeah. The actual tough, aggressive one that is smart and uses his surroundings. But I like that the way they could use that, they could really do some killer plot twist with that.
Oh, you thought it was
like pretending to be one person.
Batman, you thought that was your son? No, it's me.
Oh, Batman, you thought that they only shot the mayor? The mayor's dead. I've been posing as the mayor the entire time.
Exactly. No, sorry, it's gonna be really cool to see.
Sorry, I just spoiled the entire trilogy for y'all. I'm so sorry.
Oh wow.
You tell that to Matt Reeves, he's like, "Oh fuck, I gotta write that out."
Son of a bitch. How is it always this guy that ruins everything for me?
He's getting all pissed off because you. That concludes the news for the week. We are going to go right into our movie, which is...
You lied. We're going into our sponsored segment.
Oh, okay.
All right, now that we snapped out of the sponsored segment, we're going to get right into our movie for the week. No, what was it?
It's the Karate Kid, Daniel-san.
Yeah, we decided to do a throwback for the season, and it is the Karate Kid.
Where do you want to start with this one? Not much to say.
First of all, we're not going to have a spoiler-free review, because if you haven't seen this movie by now, I hate your guts, and you should block us on everything right now. Anyway.
Unsubscribe.
Harsh.
If you can't tell, Karate Kid is like one of my favorite movies of all time. It's like Sandlot, Karate Kid, The Benchwarmers are all right there for me.
They're all very goated movies, very cultural American movies. If you haven't seen them, you're doing yourself a great displeasure. I fail to see how
The Karate Kid is a very American movie.
Well, besides The Karate Kid, I was more talking about Benchwarmers and Sandlot. But man, where do we start with this movie? This is one of the most well-renowned movies. Would you say in the world?
I don't know how other countries interpret our media, but I would assume that it's a highly renowned movie, like
all over.
All over. Mr. Miyagi is a household name.
Yes, of course.
Well,
Wax on, wax off.
there's not many weaknesses to this movie, many flaws. Everything about it is very it's very to the point, but it's also very charming.
What do you mean?
I have no flaws with this movie. It's one of the movies that I would honestly give a perfect score because I have no
Dang.
real beefs with it.
I don't have flaws. I just have little nitpicks, but they're not like a big deal.
We'll blurt them out so I can shit on you for them.
No, we'll talk about them in a little bit.
No, I'm scared now. No, you're just gonna bully me. Ugh.
No, I already told you one of them earlier.
I'd never bully you. I'd just challenge you to a karate tournament, and beat the shit out of you.
I think one of my favorite aspects of this movie is the way I feel like Mr. Miyagi is kind of like that. He's like very serious, and like I love the way they introduce him as just this maintenance man, but like there's so much more to him. And then I also really like how they differentiate with the like quote unquote clans, because there's the Cobra Kai, which are these like absolute assholes who show no mercy, and then there's Mr. Miyagi. He's just this reserved this reserved man who only wants to do good.
Exactly. I'm sorry about the child in the back. Anyways, I don't know. It's a classic. Yeah, it's just a great, hero's journey film. Goes from getting his butt beat at a beach to beating the other dude's butt up and then stealing his beach.
Rewatching this movie like really showed me why I couldn't stand that blonde kid. But I think one of the things I hate to watch, and it pisses me off, is the fight scene when they tell him to freaking get him out of the fight, break his leg.
Yeah, I hate that.
Dude, that makes me so mad.
It hurts to watch.
It really does.
I know what's gonna happen, but it's still, I don't want to watch him.
Bam, kneecap, gone, disappeared.
I also like this one. I like the way that they directed the fight, because even when his leg was like messed up and he came back, it showed like he wasn't on the foot at all, and he still won.
Right.
Bro, he messed him up, dude.
He didn't just like magically heal it,
Yeah.
He rolled around, karate chopped him a bit, got punched in the face. You see, I guess the thing that bothered me the most, like after that, like after watching like someone from their same dojo like purposely try to take him out, how they wouldn't automatically disqualify the next person from the same dojo that's getting cheap shots on him.
That's what I was thinking about too, because he was straight up going for his bad leg.
Mm-hmm.
The entire.
Well, I meant like the shot to the face, because the leg shots are perfectly legal. Like he's allowed to do that, but what he's not allowed to do is punch him in the side of the head. That's how come they stopped and gave him a foul. But I think at that point it should have just been like, "Oh, you're disqualified. Your whole dojo is being like some dumb fuckheads."
Right, and then he said, "Hurt him," but I'm gonna be disqualified.
Do it, do it.
Freaking Emperor Palpatine
killed him.
I always would have loved seeing Miyagi fight the other dude.
Bro, I wish they would have. I would have paid more to see that fight than the kids fight.
Dude, kids nowadays would learn a lot about if they would just watch the Karate Kid.
Would have loved to see Mr. Miyagi just go to town on him, just break his jaw,
beat
just
him
flying around.
But sorry if we're not explaining this movie too much. So basically, a kid named Daniel moves to California, and he starts getting bullied by these kids, and then he starts to learn karate to basically beat him up in a tournament from a teacher who was also a maintenance man who has a really good backstory. Well, they all have a really good backstory. I really like watching it again. I really liked all the acting.
I don't think I've ever heard of a worse synopsis of that movie in my life. Oh my god.
Yeah, learned karate and just beat up some kids.
Learned karate, went to a tournament, beat his ass. Oh, by the way, his teacher was a maintenance man.
With a good backstory.
You go then.
It's about a kid who gets bullied by a bunch of kids who know karate. So he decides he's going to go learn karate on his own. Finds their dojo on trying to find a good teacher. Turns out his teacher was the teacher that he needed all along was a maintenance man that was like secretly there to guide him through his quest through life. And they teach him. He's the best karate kid ever, and he beats the shit out of everyone he sees after that.
Bro, you just said the whole fucking movie.
Wow, way to go.
All right, here, would you like this one? Daniel moves to Southern California with his mother, Lucille, but quickly finds himself the target of a group of bullies who study karate at the Cobra Kai dojo. Fortunately, Daniel befriends Mr. Miyagi, an unassuming repairman who just happens to be a martial arts master himself. Miyagi takes Daniel under his wing, training him in a more compassionate form of karate and preparing him to compete against the brutal Cobra Kai.
They didn't say that they beat his ass.
Wait, so what's the movie about, though?
All right, so basically, there's this one dude who goes to outer space, and he comes back, and
he knows karate.
And they call him Daniel's son
because he came from the sun.
No, it's like Superman. They have to end the aliens have to end their name like that, son. But I like the way what do you call it? The mom and Daniel. I liked how they had those like New Jersey accents the whole time. Like I really like the way that their acting is. And then Miyagi, really cultural because he says like 2-3 fucking words in a sentence. It's so cool. No, not okay.
Men who can catch a fly with chopstick can accomplish anything.
He said beginner's luck.
Beginner's luck. Have you caught one before? Not yet. I caught it. Beginner's luck.
And then I think another one of the best things about this movie is the way they develop the characters, especially Mr. Miyagi. He's my favorite, if y'all couldn't tell, because he just has such a tragic backstory, and you don't. It's like he's a mystery until you start to learn about that backstory.
It's a mystery till he drinks a couple shots too much,
right, and passes out about his wife,
and then he has PTSD.
I do the aspect of like, and this is I feel like why it got so popular is it's not just a Karate Kid where he just teaches them karate and like beats up kids, you know. He teaches them, you know, like discipline and like if it wasn't for Mr. Miyagi, it wouldn't have been a coming to age story. Like he helped his character grow, Daniel's character, you know, rather than just like teaching him how to fight.
He was a father figure that wasn't there throughout the movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's why Daniel was around him so much too, not just because of the karate, it's because he was like a father figure.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks for that, Dad. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Mr. Miyagi. Appreciate it.
On the real though, have y'all seen the sequels?
I've seen them all multiple times, dozens of times.
I've seen the second one.
Even the one with the girl in it.
I haven't. I've only ever seen the first one.
I've seen the first and second, and then the reboot with Jaden.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't seen the third one?
Are they good enough to watch? Because some sequels aren't.
Yes, I love them all.
Well, that's good, because I feel like Edward kind of hates sequels.
What do you mean I hate sequels?
Yeah,
No?
No. Oh. What gives off the vibe that I hate sequels?
I don't know.
You don't know at all?
I will say the Jaden Smith Karate Kid's pretty meh, though.
Meh? I think it's all right.
I liked it.
It wasn't as good as like the second one.
What I liked about it
was better than the third one, and it was better than the one with the girl. What was the one with the girl called?
What girl? Does he fight a girl?
It was called The Next Karate Kid. No, it like replaces Daniel with the girl as the main.
Which one's that one? The third one?
No, that's a fourth one.
A different one.
There's a fourth?
Like it's Karate Kid 1, Karate Kid 2, Karate Kid 3, and then the next Karate Kid is whenever he trains the girl.
Was that one good?
Yeah, bro, I loved them all, but this is also like childhood bias.
Yeah, that's true. You like everything when you're a kid.
Oh, this one held up though. Like this is like favorite franchise of all time, probably.
I
Like
think
Noah, how you are with like Star Wars and stuff. That's how I was with Karate Kid.
really.
Damn.
Yeah.
I like Lord of the Rings too. Well, I think the only thing that the new Karate Kid, like the Jaden Smith one, I liked better than the original was the way they actually brought it. He actually went to China, like they culturally appropriated it.
Yeah, I did like that.
I really like that.
See, I liked it, but at the same time, I feel like that one was probably more offensive than the original ones to the Chinese culture.
Wow.
I mean, I guess, but they tried.
Well, that's the thing is like most of the time when you try to make something not offensive, it ends up being 10 times more offensive than it would have been if you would have just,
I never
stuck
heard
it
about
out.
it being offensive, but I mean, I'm not from China, so
Neither am I. I would just like in my head, like that's how a lot of films go, like cultural films like this go, I guess. Like they're very
people make fun of America and we laugh our asses off.
Yeah, but other people take themselves a lot more serious than we do.
I know. It's funny though.
That's why Kim Jong-un gets so mad. He's like, guys, fear me. On God, I will nuke you. And then he tries to shoot something and it doesn't even get out of his country. And he's like, son of a bitch.
We didn't even talk about the love story
Oh, that's a good point.
that's going on. Last point of interest.
It's a pretty good love story, too. And at the time, it was fairly original because this movie came out in like 80 something.
Dude, my man Daniel's slick though.
It came out in 84.
Yeah, 84. What was her name again? I'm sorry. What was it? I'm sorry. I forgot her name.
Allie?
Allie, that's what it is. Yeah, no. I liked that she like cuz she didn't judge him at all, but it also showed that she lives in an upper class household.
Right.
Yeah, that was also a very like underlying tone, I guess, because like all the bad kids were like the rich ones, like all the dickheads were all the rich ones, and he was just like, "Hey, man, I'm just trying to do my own shit out here."
Yeah, no, and he really rose to the occasion. What sucked is fuck man, I hated the bullying in this movie. I can't stand it.
Wait, you know karate?
Oh
No,
yeah,
that's not how my.
yo, that too. He came from Jersey, and he's like, "Yeah, I know a little karate."
And then he's just sitting there, just kicking. He's like,
He's like, "Yeah."
learning from a book. Haha, idiot.
And the Miyagi's like, "No, that wrong."
He's like, "Oh, you fell off bike.
Wax
Crazy how
on.
you didn't break your wrist." He's like,
And then
got me.
And then whenever Miyagi saved him, it's so funny when I saw that again because the way he comes up from the fence
Right?
and just like like out of nowhere. Like, how did he know?
He just like, oh, here I come. And then you just see like, he reminds me of Yoda, I guess, sometimes with the way that he moves.
He reminds
like,
me
he
of
made
Master
himself like
Splinter.
small. Yeah, he made himself like super small. And the next thing you know, everyone's just on the floor passed out.
And then he's like, "Oh, yeah, you passed out. I brought you here. Nothing else. Well, right place, right time."
I see.
But I got nothing else. This is a very highly enjoyable movie. Anyone should see it in your lifetime.
19 out of 10 would recommend. There are some very valuable life lessons that you learn. Like the wax on, wax off applied to several jobs of mine in real life. And it wasn't just involving waxing stuff either. Well, I did wax planes for a little bit. And that was basically the same motion that I had to do for reals, though.
So you do know karate, is what you're telling me.
Dude, if you know wax on, wax off, you know karate.
Oh, shit. No way. Bro, let me go paint a fence real quick. Holy shit, I'm about to beat the fuck out of you, Noah. Give me a sec.
I'm about to paint my whole damn house with those nice up and down strokes. With
oh,
my
God. Let me
wrists.
go wash this car outside real quick. Oh, my God. I got to go. Hey, do you have a porch I can sand for you?
Yes, how much?
Free, dog. I'm learning karate.
He's like, karate is my lifestyle.
I'm gonna be like SpongeBob, karate chopping anything that I see.
What are the ratings, boyos?
I love how you can tell how old the movie is too by like the sounds they make when they fight. Like nowadays, no one makes sounds in movies, but they're still like wah, hi. Like that's what I like about watching. That was Bruce Lee would do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I like to watch. I love Bruce Lee's movies too because he does all those effects with his mouth whenever he fights. So he makes those sounds and stuff.
Rest in peace. When he wore the freaking nunchucks.
Ratings?
Yes,
I'm gonna go
sorry.
last.
You're gonna go last?
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'll go second.
All right. I give it a 9.
I was gonna give it a 9 too.
I'm gonna give it the Hooligans first certified 100% 10.
Wasn't Back to the Future the first certified?
I thought y'all gave it a 9.
I don't remember. We probably did.
I'm gonna give this movie a 10. Near.
We got a winner.
I feel like we gave another movie a 10. Maybe not. I thought we did.
I don't think we went over a 9 for our ratings last time. Thought Back to the Future is our highest with the 9. But Karate Kid's better than Back to the Future, and nothing will ever change my mind.
That's fine. It just depends on the type of kid you were. But I evened it out, so I have no preference.
Yes, Karate Kid is a perfect 10 for me.
So that averages out to about a 9.5. That is our highest rated movie ever. Ever. But we're dead serious though. You better watch this movie, or we're coming for you. And you won't get any cookies. If you haven't
seen it already, then I'm already coming for you, and you're already on my hit list.
Yeah.
Once I go paint this defensive course and, master the technique.
We have no cookies or milk. Just fists. And we're coming for you.
And if you guys enjoyed this episode, listen to it 5 times over on every different platform that we're on, all under the same Hooligan Hangout. And keep in touch with our YouTube as we're doing separate videos a week. We got a reaction video, and we have a shorter version of the podcast, I guess, where we talk about whatever the hell we want, not just movies, so you can see our personalities really shine.